cowboy man was like, he stands up. And I go, what are you about to do? I'm like, you are behind this guardrail. I'm like, what are you gonna hit me? And I'm wild like that guardrail from. I said, come fight me, let's go. And he looked like he was about to step. I said, man, get out of here. And I walked away.
My brother went against Fat Damon. It was wrestling. This is real. This ain't no motherfucker. This is no grass. It wasn't even no match. Yo, he grabbed my brother, put him in the joint. Bop! Damn! My brother was out for like 10 minutes. A lot of y'all. Oh my God.
Yo, welcome to the 48th edition of the Transparency Podcast. I go by the name of Big O. Got my guy Booty here.
Yo, what it is, what it do, fam?
Man, I don't know, bro. We got like a lot of hardware sitting here.
A lot of gold. A lot of heavy gold standing around here, sitting around here. Definitely. All of that.
All that stuff, man. Introduce yourself, man. Let's go,
big
man.
belts.
Yo, let me tell you. It's your boy, your nephew, your cousin, right? The Grappler region's best kept secret. 1/3 of the greatest team alive. Pure ignorance. Right? I'm Chaz the Dog.
It's the Pusher Prince himself, the Prince of Ignorance, Prince Mackaveli here.
And then we got the young zinger with the trigger finger. We got the shooter. No,
Let's go, man. And again, they go by the name of Pure Ignorance, man. And you see all this gold, man, all this gold. They reminded me of Ultimo Dragon, man, for all my people that looked at wrestling back in the day, man, not too long ago, man. So, what started this, man? How did y'all come together as a group?
Actually, I started wrestling first.
Okay.
I started on the Indies, and I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't going so well for me, and I was ready to quit. And then my brother, he called me. He was like, "Hey, nah, we ain't quitters around here. So we're gonna do this together."
Yeah.
Ever since then, we've been on the road. We got our little brother. He came in. Super kicked some dude face off.
I did see that.
So we've been ever since then. We've been at it together.
Yeah, we've been friends. Like, right? Jeez, I've known you
Since what,
middle school, bro. Like, and. So it's just we've always been friends and we've always liked wrestling. Like, we watch pay-per-views at each other's houses type of deal. Doubt. So we grew up together and it was always like a dream, like, we're gonna go be wrestlers, guys. And
right. So
that's how it's pretty much been. Yeah. Like, I talk to these two guys like legit every day.
Yeah, every day.
Every day.
Not even a lie.
I call Noah like every morning 9:30.
9:30 on the dot. So, I mean, growing up, because I had homeboys too, man. Because, when you're young, you're like, man, that's what I want to be. I think all the young dudes was into wrestling. I know I was into wrestling. I was so much into wrestling that I used to, what is it called? We used to make cardboard belts. You know what I'm saying? We used to make it. Me and my homeboy, Mike Balsammo. Shout out to Mike Balsammo, man. We made cardboard belts, man, and we used to go around wrestling people, man, and, had the belts and all that stuff, man. It was pretty cool, man. So you said y'all grew up together. So what made y'all, like, fall in love with wrestling?
Man, I think for me it was the drama of it.
Yeah.
Like, you can get emotionally invested in a character or a wrestler, and they have that power to make you feel something. So I think that kind of just drew me in. Even when I found out that, it was, scripted, that just made me even like it more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just gravitate to that, like, that drama of, I like this guy. I want him to win.
Right.
I want him to win. Oh, he didn't win. Right. Yeah. Wait, watch next week. He might get him next week.
Yeah.
That constantly tuning in.
Right.
For me, it was always the moves. Like, I always loved, like, people like Chaz, where he's putting people to sleep. But when he was on what's his name? He was on his back and they went straight through the ring.
Oh, it was Bam Bam.
Bam Bam. Oh my God.
Bam Bam Bigelow, yeah.
Like, it was the moves. It was like, hey, did he really hurt him, or is he okay? Or you gotta tune in next week, like you said. You gotta tune in, stuff like that.
Right. So for me, it would definitely have to be the characters. So it was so crazy because I feel like we had some of the most amazing characters like ever in wrestling, and just some of the characters, like, they were like mad relatable. And like they said, piggyback off of what they said, you would want this certain guy to win. Like, he's gonna get it, he's gonna win the big one, and then he loses. But then you're like, I'll see you guys next Monday or next Friday to see the match.
Yeah, man.
So you guys are from Baltimore, right?
Yeah.
Man, that's dope, man. Hold on, let me clap it up for that. Yeah. That's dope. Straight from Baltimore. And you guys have picked up a dope profession, lifestyle, passion, and succeeding in it. You know, that's amazing. So I want to back up a little bit and just think about, of course, you know, you into it, you into the wrestling thing. Cool. I mean, we all grew up with a love for wrestling. Myself, I did. You know, I was into like, you know, my favorite wrestler was like the Ultimate Warrior. I used to love the Ultimate Warrior. Rest in peace to him.
R.I.P.
And I used to love. I loved Hulk Hogan for a minute. That was my guy for a minute. The early Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Who else, man?
Macho Man was that dude.
Macho Man. Yeah. Macho Man was that guy.
Yeah.
And I know that, you know, just growing up, you know, we fantasize about being in the ring and doing what we do. And y'all able to actually do that right now and fill out your dreams, like real life stuff.
That's awesome.
Right. So, of course, like, how did you actually walk into this lifestyle in this profession? Like, how does someone go about being a professional wrestler? Because that's like really dope, you know what I'm saying, in itself. Just like want to be a ball player, want to be a actor, or want to be, you know, whatever you want to be in life. How did y'all do that?
I think it all started first with us, like, you know, like believing in ourselves, because it started from nothing and now we have something. So
clearly,
I just feel as though, like, you know, we all had this vision and we all, you know, it's just like, this is what we want to do. This is it for us. So it's more so like we piggybacked off of each other. Like, okay, we're gonna focus on this while I focus on this. You're gonna focus on this, and like kind of building off of each other until we have like this sort of foundation built.
Nice. Because wrestling school is hard.
Yeah,
it's so like just get started in professional wrestling. You got to get trained. Like
absolutely.
So do you like link up with like a agent? Like, how do you go about getting into that business?
You have to find a credible school, or like a credible trainer. So it'd be another wrestler, and pretty much who he knows, who he's trained by, who his connections are.
Gotcha.
It's all about connections. It's all about making those connections to get to where you want to be.
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
That's all wrestling is.
Networking completely.
Absolutely. Sounds like a plan. And that's dope. And being from this area, man, I haven't met any professional wrestlers in the area. I think I've heard that someone does do it, but I've never like seen it or actually met you know, professional wrestlers in the area. So I commend y'all on that. And you know, just speak to a little bit like where you guys been wrestling at, or like where in the area have you like done some events or some events have held? You know, y'all can speak on some of that real quick.
So, like in Maryland, we had EWA, Eastern Wrestling Alliance.
Okay.
Out of Harbor de Grace, Bel Air, Maryland. We did two shows there last month in April. At the State Theater in Harbor de Grace and the Bel Air Armory. It was their Sweet 16 show. He was in the tournament.
I was.
Made it to the finals.
I did make it to the finals.
Dope.
He didn't win though, but
you know, it's next year. Next year.
Next year.
Get him next week. What do you say next week? Get him next week.
So, we were in the tag team championship match against Art of War. We weren't successful, but that's okay because we got more gold out other places. Next up, pro, these two gentlemen right here, they won in Hampton, Virginia.
That's right.
Yep, beat two other teams.
That's right.
Then we got these beautiful red and white straps right here, the SWA. Me and the young shooter right there got those out of Shady Grove, PA.
Nice.
Shady Grove. Me and Mackaveli hold the SCWA Tag Team Championship, right? Yeah. The longest reigning, by the way, over 500 days.
There we go.
So Roman Reigns needs to acknowledge us.
Need to definitely acknowledge. Yes,
sir. That's out of West Virginia. But in Fight Club Pro Wrestling is out of DC, PG County. So we're all over the East Coast in the Delmarva region.
Nice.
So we want to go further.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I said, we want to go up north. We want to go down south. We want to go west. We want to face the best of the best.
Exactly.
Right now, I mean, look at us. What would you say? Greatest team alive.
I mean, that's proof. And I mean, from your hard work, I mean, you guys got to see their highlights, man. I mean, like I said, I watch, man. Like my man Chaz does. Like one of my favorite wrestlers today is Randy Orton, man. And back then it used to be Diamond Dallas Page. I used to like Diamond Dallas Page with that diamond cutter. Then Randy Orton came out of nowhere with the RKO, and now Chaz is doing a variation of it, and I'm like, man. I don't know. He giving Randy Orton a run for his money at RKO, man.
it's a ripcord RKO, ripcord cutter. I call it the NFG, and yeah, it's evolved now, which is crazy because I wanted something that was quick and something I could do like on anybody. Cause like I ain't the biggest guy, but I can knock somebody out. But I want to slam somebody.
Right.
I was like, all right. I was like, what if I do the RKO? What if I got behind him? I get down, I ripcord him, and then I just go bam. And like, no one's gonna see it coming. Lights out, and then I'm like, I can hit that out anywhere. Someone could be on the top rope. They got my arm. Nope, bring them down. Boom.
It's awesome.
It's like legit my favorite move to hit.
It's a beautiful move. So hitting these, because I know it's like taxing on the body or whatever like that. So I'm gonna get this to you, Mackaveli. So in your move too. So first of all, what's your move?
My finisher?
What's your finisher?
I'll put people to sleep.
Put them to sleep?
Put them to sleep.
Straight up.
You can either tap, you can go to sleep. Either way, I'm not waking you up. The ref is. So
the ref gonna wake you up and be like, all right, it's time to go. Come on, like
right.
And Noah, what's your move?
I use a frog splash off the top rope.
The frog splash. Oh my gosh, you out the top rope.
That's right.
I think I did see that. I didn't see the sleep, but I did see the frog splash out the top rope. I gotta check for the sleep. So a lot of people talk about professional wrestling and they say they use the F word, and I hate the F word. You know what I'm saying? About pro.
Here we go. The F word.
Because
you gonna tell them what that one is, man? You might have to clarify that.
it starts with F and it rhymes with rake. You know?
Okay, so we're gonna say fake.
We can't say. We can't say. That's why I didn't say it. My bad. For the wrestling fans, and the pro wrestlers, they hate that. I hate it.
Ooh, yeah, because that's real though, man. This is Transparency Podcast, so for everybody listening out here, we're gonna keep it 1,000, but we want to make sure that y'all understand everything about what y'all do is real when it comes to y'all preparation, y'all the hard work you put in. You know, and like you go, I'm gonna let you continue because I ain't gonna stop. I'm gonna go ahead after you. Go ahead, go for it.
No, go ahead. You good?
No, I was saying what I was saying is, you know, we grew up on this sport, right? Mm-hmm. As we was growing up, we felt as though, like, you know, of course, it was very entertaining. It has a lot of skill to it. It has a lot of theater to it as well, which is good, and it's a part of the culture. Like I said, we used to do it when we were growing up, and we would make our own belts. We used to make cardboard belts, and we used to fight in the back. Right. We used to fight, you know, and do wrestling, and it's a part of the game. But it is very interesting to understand, like, how do these bouts get decided? You know, who's gonna, you know, be the bad guy? Who's gonna be the good guy? Who's how many moves are you guys gonna do per, you know, fight or whatever? So that's like a more of it. I think it is important too to know, like, we like to see a good match, you know, and that's what's important, man. You got people that really are into this, and forget what anybody say as far as it being that or this or whatever. I understand that there's an art to it. I don't watch it as much as I used to. Don't get me wrong. I don't. I'm going to be honest. I don't. But I know there's a lot of people who still do, and it still has some texture to it. It still has some authenticity to it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And y'all can speak to how y'all feel about that for sure. Like, how do y'all feel about it as y'all go about your bouts?
My biggest thing is when people be like, oh, well, it's fake. Take a bump.
Take a bump. That's it.
One of my closest friends was a Marine, and he just started his training. He took a bump in his first day, and he went home, and he was in pain. Yeah. Now, this is coming from a Marine. Wow. He was in pain.
Wow.
He's like, yeah, I am sore as ever. This is probably the most my body has done in a long time.
I believe that. Yeah.
So take a bump and let's see how you feel after.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So for me, it's like piggybacking off what Mackaveli said too. If they think it's so easy, and if you think it's fake, get inside the ring.
Yeah.
And perform some of these crazy moves. Take a frog splash off the top rope.
Yeah.
Tell me how you feel after you take it. So.
Hurt my knee doing that.
These matches there, they work on your body definitely, and you literally have to be physically and mentally ready to get inside a ring, perform to the best of your ability, perform what you need to do, and focus, and, you know, put on a great performance for the crowd. Because at the end of the day, it's about them.
Yeah,
so
most definitely.
Yeah, and people don't realize as well as, like, we have, like, our opponents' lives in our hands, and vice versa.
Yes.
And so a thing like wrestlers do, like, you don't have to like each other, but just know when we get in that ring, we do our business. My life, I trust you enough that my life is in your hands, and vice versa. Because you never know. Like you never know. They might have a family of their own that they and their kids, and they gotta get home too.
Right.
So when we go out there, like that ring hurt. Like it's a little bit of pad mouth, that much.
Oh yeah,
it's just wood. All right, like when you get slammed and you get thrown around, which I get thrown around a lot, that joint hurt.
Yeah.
Are we intentionally trying to hurt the other person? No. There's a theater to it, yes, of course, but it is taxing. I had a knee brace on, like I said, doing a frog splash. Don't do this move. Like you said, that's his move. I just decided, hey, it's a big night. Why not pull it out? Yeah, I was in a knee brace for like a week and a half, man. Tell me that's fake, man. I've cracked my skull open.
I'm still healing from our match Saturday.
Yeah,
my shoulder
is
messed up right now. I'm still healing from it.
And that match was, I believe that was like 25
close to 30
Imagine
minutes.
being inside of a wrestling ring for 25 minutes, getting slammed repeatedly.
Man, and so your body, your endurance. I have absolute respect for wrestlers. Like I just, not just being a fan, because like I said, I'm talking about love wrestling. I'm a kid. But just to see like the endurance, like we were just talking about, what was his face that was running off the
Ray Phoenix.
Ray Phoenix, like so for the audience listening, this guy Ray Phoenix, you know what a wrestling ring looks like. He's running on a top rope across it like how a squirrel would run across it, like lines, you know what I mean? And this dude he made it look like it was nothing. Like he made it look like these guys are so acrobatic. These guys are so athletic. I mean, just hopping off and then landing on the like I said, landing on that. Like if you go to a wrestling ring, you can hear the wood. Like that's like you hear like
you hear the impact.
You hear the impact. And to like it's choreographed. Yes, it's choreographed, but it's like beautiful art, man. Just watching it, man. And when you go live, you're not listening to the commentators or nothing. You're just watching a match, man. Absolutely. And you're looking at two people come together. In their sense, like if they're fighting against a tag team, it's four people choreographing stuff together, and it looks beautiful, man. You gotta give a shout out to that, man.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely two people telling a story. That's what when you're in wrestling trying to tell you, it's not just moves. You're telling a story. It's every match has a story. Some stories take 30 minutes. Some stories take 5 minutes. And it is your job as a wrestler to portray, whether you're a heel or a babyface, it is your job to portray that story in whatever time you're mounted. Because, like I said, those fans pay money to see. They want to see a show.
Pay to see a show.
And it takes a lot. It takes a lot of endurance and a lot of just mental stability to just keep calm in those situations. Because sometimes stuff messes up. All right, and when that happens, it's always you see who the real true professionals are who can stay calm and just like, all right, here we are. Let's get back to it and get right to it. Because we're humans. People mess up all the time. You see it on the TV all the time. They mess up.
And the big thing with that is it's different doing one-on-ones than it is for tag teams.
Absolutely.
Tag teams, you gotta not only do you gotta remember what you do, I gotta remember what he does. I gotta remember what he does. I gotta remember what our opponents do. It's hard. And it's been moments where you will forget. And like for example, we've forgotten stuff. I'm yelling spots to him. It is what it is.
This was actually at our last. I think it was Next Up Pro. Yeah, it was Next Up Pro, and it was a point in a match where I forgot what I was supposed to do. Me being honest.
Right.
I'm looking at him, and he's telling me, he's like, "Hey, back kick."
As soon as
he starts yelling the moves to me, everything's coming back. Everything's coming back.
And they don't
to the
know.
point
they
where I was just flowing.
I'm hyping them up. They think I'm hyping them up. I'm like, punch him. Hit him in the kick him, throw him into him. Like they don't know, and it's different because in a singles match you can't do that.
And they're seeing it as him like he's hyping me up. Me, I'm hearing it. I'm back on track, and I'm going right back into the flow of the match. Right. So it's an advantage to the tag team wrestling, definitely.
That's fire. Well, off of what he just said, because it's interesting. Because I always wondered this. So, in like singles action, 1-on-1. So do you graduate from like tag team? Like say somebody y'all a tag team right now, but okay, we're gonna break you up, and you're gonna go, and we're gonna push you for the IC title or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. is that like planned or like how do you grow from that, or you just stay a tag team and then you talk to a promoter? Like, how does that work?
It's more or less of what story the promoter is trying to tell.
Okay.
Because, for example, like with us, like I'm the cruiserweight champion, 1CW.
Okay.
And we came in as a tag team, and then we came as as a faction. So it's kind of like just like a spur of the moment, like whatever the promoter feels like, really. Because this was off the cuff. I didn't think right. It was like, yeah, you're gonna be in the cruiserweight title. What? Okay.
Right.
Weren't we just did a tag match? Weren't we just a group? Alrighty then. You pay me.
Right.
So it's not necessarily like a graduation type of thing, because we can still do like 6-man stuff or tag stuff,
absolutely,
and still be a single somewhere else. Yeah, and they still do something else, like as far as a tag team.
Okay,
it's more like the unit still stays the thing.
Right. That's tough.
Because I tell people, I tell people all the time, you're not breaking pure ignorance up.
Nope.
Yeah.
If it's ever get brought, like even if story like if it's ever get brought up, we tell them no. You don't. I always tell people you don't get to make that decision.
Yeah,
that's our decision. Yeah, because we've gotten it before, and I'm like, first of all, we've only been established team for a year and a half. Right. Why are you trying to break us up already? No.
Right.
Go back and figure something else out.
Right. That's tough, man.
Yo, that's mean. And I was thinking about that as well, like how the storylines get played, and who writes those, who comes up with those. So do y'all have any, like, when y'all do have those sit-downs, like you just said, do y'all come up with some of those your own, like, or do y'all give them gestures like, man, we should do this, or like how do y'all get to the point where y'all are at this champion level? You know what I mean? I'm sure you, like you said, you've been doing it for a year, some change, so y'all built your way up, built up. So they saw y'all style, of course, you know how it is, you like a certain style, or you like a certain persona, or how your bravado, your confidence, and that I'm sure that brings more fans in. You know what I'm saying? So that has a lot of weight to do with it too. So like, and now y'all got a little leverage, possibly, correct? So go and say what you want to say.
It definitely, we earn the leverage with certain places and certain people because they trust us. We pitch ideas, especially me. I'm a theater major. I grew up in acting. Like, I went to a
shout out to all the Chazes out there. Go ahead, Chaz.
I went to performing arts college and all that. So when it comes to like character stuff and like the brand of what pure ignorance is, I'm extremely hands on.
Nice.
When they do stuff on their own, I'm like, all right. So what they say y'all doing? Why? No, don't do that. We're not doing that.
They don't even say all right.
No, like it's just like why would we?
We're not doing that right now.
No, so. I think I'm very protective of the pure ignorance brand itself. And it's more or less like you've seen what we can do, and what we can do works as clear as it shows. It works.
Nice.
Let us be us.
Nice.
And it's our business. Like you said, he's real heavy into. Okay, well, we want to do this. We want to do that. We want to push this, or we want to push that. With me, it's okay. How can we make our moves better? Nice. I'm constantly texting him. Like, I think I texted yesterday. I'm like, hey, we're going to change the move up a little bit. I'm going to do this, boom. And then instead of you running the ropes, you just going to come off the corner and boom, hit the move right then and there. Like, it's like we each take something and put it into the group.
Nice. That's awesome, man.
It's like, it's our brand. This is our baby right here. Like, this is ours.
We learned that, shout out, and I hate the name drop, but Shane Taylor, from ROH. We have a wrestling podcast, and he came on and he said, "You got to have yourself a team, and a team because you can't do it by yourself, and that team brings a certain piece to the puzzle that you're trying to build." And it was like when he said it, I was like, "Oh, light bulb!" Right. And that's how the three of us have pretty much taken over the brand. Like I'm the guy who's like, "All right, this is how I want the image. I want the persona. Like." How all three of us as a unit, that's how I want, like, how we should do it, like, how we're portraying.
We should look.
He's the guy, like, all right, well, that's cool. Let's figure out what we're going to do in the ring. Because that's at the end of the day, it works. And, Noah's here for the ride, bro.
But honestly, to be honest, like, I was a graphics design major from Full Sail. So everything like, like graphics design, like tights, logo designs, anything like that. So I'll try to like mock it up and make it.
That's tough, man. That y'all understand that because teams is important and y'all know the roles. And y'all got y'all unique style. Of course, I'm sure when y'all get in the ring, y'all bring a certain, like, you know, just style and a certain, you know, tenacious flow to the, you know what I mean, to the situation, which is awesome, man. So, like, your logos and everything you got in your branding and everything, like, what are y'all doing to continue to brand? I see you got the jerseys on. Yeah, that's fire. That's fire. So you got merch. So if anybody want to get some merch or like some ideas y'all got for more marketing logo stuff, like speak to just some of that and like just some of that ideas y'all come up with when y'all do that. It's marketing type deal.
Shoot, what we are constantly coming up with new stuff. Yeah, I think both of them send me stuff constantly because I run pretty much the merch shop. I send it to talk to the guy for For You Wear. So if you want a shirt, go to For Your Wear. Look for Pure Ignorance. That's how you get our stuff. But they're constantly sending me stuff. They can't like. We just got. I just got this hoodie. It's like
I actually about to buy that shirt for my son. My son name's Noah.
It's PI and it says Noah, and then we all have individual like
colors for it.
And I just got this, and then I see them, and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna do jerseys now," and I'm like, "I'm like, okay."
Got
the Daffy Duck, and because our slogan is Duffin' Season.
Duffin' season.
And I was like, well, of course, you gotta have Daffy and Bugs with the the famous rabbit season, duck season. So I was like, this is definitely a shirt, and I was like, we have to put this on as soon as possible.
And I think he even did a commercial for it.
I did. Yeah, I made a commercial for it.
Oh snap!
Yeah, I made a commercial for it that had them like Daffy and Bugs actually doing the rabbit season, duck season. Yeah. Then it shows Duffin' season, and then buy a shirt. So me and Noah always. I have so many ideas.
Always.
Like I want to do a Boondocks inspired shirt with the three of us.
The Proud Family.
Oh yeah, the Bro Sisters from the Proud Family. I was like, yo, us as Blue.
That's coming soon.
Overalls, just handing like that's tough. We got a GTA shirt like cover.
Yes.
Of the Grand Theft Auto, which is the greatest team alive.
Right.
I did that.
Greatest team alive. I love that.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, that was a product of COVID. I had COVID for a week, so I was stuck in the house, and I go, well, I can't do nothing. My wife and my kids left me in the house, so I'm like, do some graphics. So I sat there on Photoshop for 2.5 hours. I made that joint, and so I'm all like constantly. It's like the branding because more eyes mean more opportunities. And more opportunities means bigger eyes. Like, because we want to get signed. We want to be on TV. We want to take these billionaires' money. Whether it's Tony Khan or Vince, like we want to get signed.
We want to get to that level.
The only way to get to that level is
keep working.
Keep working and keep pushing.
And believing in yourself.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Believe in yourself.
That's the biggest thing. We tell promoters all the time. Just give us an opportunity. We will not disappoint.
Absolutely.
When we come out there, we never disappoint. We get the crowd involved. We get whether you want them to love us, whether you want us to them to hate us. We're gonna do it, and we're gonna do it good.
Yeah,
not just good, but we want to do it great because that's what we expect from each other.
Right. Absolutely.
We don't go out there unless it's 250%.
Yep.
That's awesome, man. That's definitely awesome, man. So you brought up your wife. So your family, how do your family take number one, I know your kids are proud I know they come to the events or whatever, but when you're traveling, talk about that too. When you're traveling, like, how is it, like, the family dynamic? Like, is your wife supportive? I'm sure she's supportive and that stuff. Like, so how hard is it for her to be home with the kids while you're on the road?
Oh, it's definitely tough. And I always say to Mackaveli, like, we have to, like, the most powerful woman, to be dealing with our crazy selves wanting to do this. Because especially because my kids are super young. They're my oldest is 2, my youngest is 14, 15 months, and so being with 2 young kids like that, by this for a whole day, it's taxing. And my wife was from the jump because she knew before, and this is what I wanted to do.
That's awesome.
And she just always told me, I was like, you can do whatever you want, just remember, just balance, like, because I have tunnel vision. When stuff starts going well, I like, all right, cool, you gotta go here, this. I get tunnel vision.
I get it.
And so my wife is there to be like, all right, cool, bring it back, like, balance, and Google Calendar Yeah. Google Calendar helps a lot. So, but yeah.
Honestly, his wife helped with me and my wife too, because it like you said, it's hard. Being in the house with the kids by yourself, it's very hard. Shoot, I know because I got 2 kids, you got 2 kids. You ain't got no kids. Not yet.
Got no kids.
But
keep doing that frog splash. You keep doing that frog splash, you're gonna get it.
But it's hard because, they're in the house with the kids, and a lot of the times, like, if my wife can come, she's there. Like, she's there front row, recording our matches, letting us know, like, okay, well, the crowd reacted like this, the crowd reacted like that. Next time you go out there, try to do this. Try
That's
to do
awesome,
that.
bro.
Yeah,
Kim, of support.
I always say Kim is like the unofficial 4th member of the group. Like she definitely be on point.
She don't play about it.
She definitely will tell us. She will tell us.
She will tell us
that look crooked.
Yep, she will tell us if it look garbage. She'll tell us if it look good. And if someone mess with us, if we can't handle it, they know if his wife is there, they not messing with us.
And it's crazy because most wrestlers are big. They won't mess with my wife. They know not to mess with my wife.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. The support is that's a beautiful thing, man, to be cause Moody's about he'll be married in June
23rd.
June 23rd.
All right, man. Thank you guys.
To have the support of a woman, but also supporting your dreams, the dreams that you have, like, because sometimes when we, like how you were saying, Chaz, when you get that tunnel vision, sometimes you be having that dream so much that you just can't stop thinking about it.
That's all you see.
And you're sitting at home and you just like, yeah, I'm at home, I'm spending time with you, but I really don't want to be here. I want to be handling what I want to handle.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love the fact that you're saying your wife is saying, hey, balance that, and you can compromise. You be like, okay, I'll balance this. I'm gonna turn it off. But when it's time to be Chaz the Don, please let me be Chaz the Don.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's people that's relying on me. I have fans. I have people that, because you guys are heels too, but they love y'all though.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And for people that don't know heel, the heels are like pretty much the bad guys. People won't say bad guys, but the bad guys and the faces. The faces are the good guys. You know what I'm saying? And now the faces are kind of like, people don't like the faces. They're corny and blah blah blah. Right. You know, I think what turned that was Stone Cold. I think Stone Cold's turned heel being into being cool, or whatever like that. So talk about that, man. Talk about you guys being heels, man. Like being a heel faction and people loving y'all, man.
Oh, you gotta talk about 1CW.
So that's
the hot spot.
Yeah. So we came in 1CW as heels. We stole the tag team championships over from the longest reigning, which is Art of War. Art of War. We beat them. We didn't beat them. We stole it. I keep it $1.50. I had brass knucks. I hit him when the ref wasn't looking.
Hey, that's a dub. Hey, ask Roman Reigns out. Ask the Tribal Chief. That's a dub. It's a dub.
Every time.
That's a dub.
Dub every time. So boom. I hit it in my shorts. Rolled 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Crowd hated us ever since.
Hated
us ever since.
Love it.
And we had this epic fight with the Workhorses, which were like the really like the hometown heroes over there. Okay. And we had this match called Gang Warfare. We cut this fire promo. I mean, we had the ether beat in the background.
It was crazy.
And we each had like 15, 20 seconds of what we were going to say, and that was it.
And we all killed it.
The match, the crowd was hype, and I told him, because I came out first. It's like a Survivor series, not Survivor, but War Games type.
War Game, okay, War Games.
So every we had to ring a cowbell, and then the next person would come out. So when I got out there, because I started first, and the crowd just erupts.
Yes.
And it just erupts of boos, and I'm like, whoa.
I love it.
It was like, and it's 300 plus in that building, in this firehouse. And I stand there, and I'm like, I felt the goosebumps. I'm like,
yes,
this is what they mean.
I got him.
And
I got him.
So we have this match. We, at the end, they all cheered us. And they said, we got a 1CW and a thank you chant.
Yeah.
So the next month, we were like, all right, I was supposed to do a singles match, but that got changed. So we did a tag match. And we were like, oh, do they like us? Or we'll figure it out. We'll see what happens when we walk out.
We hit them curtains.
We hit the curtain, and they erupted.
Nice.
And
love it,
I looked at him, and he looked at me, and we just had that knowledge, oh yeah, you felt that too, bro.
Yeah, we're faces.
We're like, yeah, we're definitely faces now.
Yeah.
And I hit the cutter, and the crowd goes bonkers for it. And I guess that's when because management goes, all right, well, we can use him to push him.
Right.
So the past, like, especially this year, I've done single stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We did a tag match, but I've done single stuff. And this past couple weeks ago, I went out there and I had the belt, I'm holding the belt up, and I don't hear nothing. Wow. It's just, they were loud.
Wow.
And that that feeling is like
your name ringing bells.
Yeah, it's like
ignorance, man.
It's like a high. Like I'm like, oh right, I just like I gotta get that again. You nothing.
I'm getting goosebumps. Listen.
Yeah, man. Like nothing feels it. I've done theater before. I've been on. Nothing has that feeling of the goosebumps you get when that crowd is really hot
and they're really behind.
And they're really behind you. Like because they tried to turn me heel.
They was
like,
go out there and be a bad guy.
And I'm like, okay,
it didn't work.
It didn't work. And I'm a good bad guy.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. And I know I'm a good bad guy.
Right.
I'm doing bad guy stuff.
And they're loving it. That's what they do, bro.
I'm like, oh, alrighty. And the promoter goes, yeah. He goes, yeah. Guess you're not a heel. And I go, did you not hear that? He goes, yeah, I know. But
right.
And he was like, yeah. And he walks like, figured. But yeah, it's you don't get no feeling like that. No.
Yeah,
that's tough.
Yeah, I remember I was listening to because I was watching wrestling documentaries, and I remember Dave Bautista said that. Well, Triple H was talking to The Rock, and he said that he called The Rock. He said he had like a big picture of The Rock, and The Rock was talking on a microphone, and he said like the picture was so good that he could see the goosebumps.
Oh yeah,
on his arms or whatever, and he said it is nothing like coming through that curtain, man, and the crowd is just
on you. Yeah,
just on you, bro. On you, bro. So, man, that's amazing.
So, who's some of the inspirations for y'all as wrestlers? Like, who's some of the first ones y'all really was into, or who do you like pattern your style after? Like, just name a few.
For me, Chaz and D-Lo. Especially Chaz. Chaz was like a big inspiration for me because Chaz wasn't a big dude.
He wasn't.
But Chaz was throwing around the big dudes. Yeah, and that's what I'm not a big dude, but I'll take on the biggest ones that you can find and I'll toss them.
The human suplex machine, man. What we talking about, man?
That's what I do.
Let's go.
I don't care how big you are. D was about 200, 250.
Yeah, in our last match, like Mikey, he was like 200. He was huge. And
you as
yes.
German?
You did Jeremy, Mike.
I'm coming in with the knee, and I'm looking, and here comes Chris, and I'm like, wow, is he gonna get him up? And then Prince gets him up with ease, and I'm like, okay, I hit the ropes, and I'm like, okay, keep moving. But
that's my thing.
And D'Lo Brown.
Yep,
D'Lo Brown. Yeah. D'Lo Brown was.
Yeah,
that was a frog splash too. He had a frog splash. Exactly. I used to love his frog splash.
See that?
So you said D'Lo
and Chaz. Yep.
For me, it's gonna have to be Rey Mysterio.
Oh yeah,
from Mysterio. Like the very start, Rey Mysterio.
Shout
because as soon
Mysterio.
As I saw him, like his moves, the energy, it was crazy. And Rey was never the biggest guy.
Never.
But his moves were insane. So for me, it would have to be Rey Mysterio, and second, Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler.
I love Dolph.
Yeah.
He's got
Kent State. Listen, Dolph Ziggler. A lot of people don't realize Dolph Ziggler is he'll whoop your ass for real.
He will
whoop your ass for real. He was a collegiate wrestler for Kent State. Dolph Ziggler's in the WWE too. But Dolph Ziggler he's Shawn Michaels, but a tough version. Like Shawn Michaels, none against Shawn Michaels. Love Shawn Michaels, but he wasn't a fighter. He wasn't like Shawn Michaels. He got beat up in Syracuse. In Syracuse. That wouldn't happen to Dolph Ziggler. No. Dolph Ziggler, try to mess with Dolph Ziggler. I know he be joking but he'll get you. So Dolph Ziggler and Rey Mysterio,
absolutely, man.
So me, funny we talking about Sean. Sean was my first growing up.
Yeah.
I will downhill that Sean is the greatest of all.
Showstopper. Definitely the showstopper.
That's what I will always like. I'll go any argument. You don't say Sean, I'm ready.
Yeah, Sean top five. Top five. Definitely.
Like, the people now don't want to put him in the top 5, which is crazy.
I don't understand that.
Yeah. But another is AJ Styles. AJ Styles. I can legitimately say I watched AJ Styles as he like grew in his career.
Yes.
As I grew up, I watched him in TNA. In his early TNA days, that's what got me started, like the X Division.
The X Division was amazing.
I watched him when he left. He was on Independence, and when he went to WWE, I tell the story all the time. I was in my college dorm room. My roommates were there. They just knew I liked wrestling, and I told them, I don't know, y'all. AJ Styles. They say he might show up. AJ showed up. I was in tears.
You was in tears?
I was in tears. Yep. Yeah. I was in tears. And my roommate's girlfriend, she goes, this is so cute. You're really passionate about this.
Real, man.
I was like, you don't understand.
That's my guy.
This is the phenomenal one.
The phenomenal AJ Styles.
Definitely Sean and AJ for me. With a little flair, a little bit of Miz.
Miz is a
super underrated.
I was just about to say that.
So underrated. I mean, he just put on a match 2 weeks ago with Seth Rollins, man. Classic match, man. The Miz main evented WrestleMania, and
he beat John Cena too.
He beat John Cena.
And beat John Cena.
And a little bit of help from The Rock, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. But he got it. But the Miz is and he's another one that did not stop, like how you guys were saying. This dude was on MTV. He was hosting shows, like doing all types of stuff. But
he kicked him out the locker room.
He kicked him out of the locker room.
And he still kept going.
It still kept going, man. I think Chris Benoit kicked him out the locker room.
Yep, Chris Benoit.
R.I.P. Chris Benoit. I mean,
Yeah.
But he kicked him out of the locker room. But yeah, man, the Miz and you gotta. It's a lot of guys that's talented in this, man, and I respect. The wrestlers, whether it's the big guys like almost a 7'3" man running around and doing 7'3", bro. 7'3", 7'3", 400 pounds or whatever, but knowing how to wrestle. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Coordinated. Then you got guys small, like you said, Rey Mysterio. You know what I'm saying? Rey Mysterio been doing this since I was in high school when Rey Mysterio was, you know what I'm saying? And I've been out of high school forever. I'm 40 years old. So Rey Mysterio been doing this thing and hasn't only got better. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's a lot of dynamics in wrestling, and it's orchestrated to a T, man. And I know you guys gonna do something special, man, because y'all sticking together, y'all working hard, y'all believing in yourself, y'all got all the gold, man. This is amazing here, bro.
And I was just thinking about taking it to that next level, man. So like, as y'all where you're at right now, I mean, I'm not sure if y'all do, day jobs or is you doing this full time, but we won't gotta get into all that. But I was just going to say, how can someone sustain this lifestyle? Like, is it okay for you to say, like, you know what, this is feeding my family, it's my passion, I'm gonna keep going, or is it, of course, I'm gonna continue to do what I do, I gotta do this other thing to take care of my family, but I'm gonna still do this, but I'm trying to get to that next level. Like, is it because I know hard adversity is coming. Like, man, I don't know if I want to keep doing this for real. But y'all have so passionate, but I know it's not going to probably not for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But at what point do you like, man, you know what, I don't think this is going to fit or work, or when am I going to be able to get to that next level? Because I do, hopefully y'all be able to get to that professional level. Yeah. So how do y'all feel about that?
So the biggest thing with that is knowing your worth. And when you know your worth, and you can prove that is your worth, they'll pay you that worth.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah.
No lie.
Gotcha.
They will pay you that worth.
Absolutely.
I've met wrestlers who do this full time, every weekend, traveling the world, and that's all they do.
Gotcha.
Just on the weekends, and the rest of the week is their time to do whatever they want to do. But they knew their worth, they went for it, and they gave it their all. Nice. And that's what we plan on doing.
Gotcha.
Until we can, hey, I ain't gotta work no more. On the weekends, I know my worth, and they gonna pay me my worth.
That's what they do.
That's the goal. Because I think it's like with any like performance job, really, like the arts, when you're trying to make it, it's not sustainable.
Right.
It's not easy.
Because I'd be real. The money we make at shows, that's cool for a couple days, for real.
Right.
Yep.
But I think because we know our worth and we know like what we got is worth, those big money contracts.
Right.
That you hear about WWE and AEW and
having that
those
confidence
guys, is that the process. Trust the process.
Yeah.
Because my father-in-law told me this last weekend, and he goes, "There's always preparation before manifestation."
Talk about it.
And this is just preparation for it. Because it's already said. Like I tell them all the time, like it's ours.
Yeah.
It's ours. This is just to get ready for it.
That's a fact,
This is just preparing us for it. So it's not like it's a dream, yeah, but it's an attainable dream because we have faith in God.
Yes.
And that it's ours. So I think that's a big thing. It's just like we got that mindset of like, all right, this is just the preparation.
We're just claiming it,
right?
Before we even get it, right?
Like it's there. We just gotta go get it.
Like I said, our first year, we was like, we gonna win titles. We did that. First year, we said we're gonna face a big name. We did that. First year, we said we're gonna travel outside our state. We did that. It's when you want something, claim it, and it's gonna be yours.
Taking this show on the road, dog. Y'all taking this show on the road, dog. I mean, these guys are not just wrestling in Baltimore. They're not wrestling in just Bengal halls. I mean, like I said, they going up to all the way up. You say all the way up north to Maine.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a show coming up in New York or Brooklyn.
Yep.
Got a show in Brooklyn. So they traveling, man. We gotta start shouting these guys out. We gotta start following our guys from Baltimore, our wrestlers from Baltimore, man. Because these dudes,
They
man,
repping, man.
They repping, man. They repping hard.
Pure ignorance.
Pure ignorance, dog.
Repping for the city. Let's go.
Yeah.
Always.
Definitely rapping, man, and like I said, it's entertainment, man. It is entertainment, and this is great stuff to watch, man.
Oh yeah. Anybody from the age of like 3 to 99, can enjoy wrestling. And that's the beauty about it. Like, wrestling's been going on for hundreds of years. Like in the carnivals, like, that's where it started. And now you look at wrestling now, like anybody can enjoy it. Anybody.
Yeah, there's something for everybody.
Yeah.
It's definitely, man.
So, no, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, right now, as y'all watch wrestling, like, who are y'all like favorite matches or favorite people to watch right now in professional, and like, who do y'all see? I guess because I mean, I don't know, but I'm just for anybody who do know. So educate me right now. Who's like top guys right now, and who's like the best of the best right now as we speak, or y'all see up and coming as well, about to take the throne?
I'm about to tell y'all right now, Carmelo Hayes.
Boom.
Carmelo Hayes, that dude.
Hayes. He's that him. Dude. Like he said it all the time. He is him. That dude is athletic. He got the look. He can talk. And he he's that dude, man. Because
you gotta have all that package. Am I correct? You gotta have all of that.
Right.
You just can't just wrestle well and then not be able to cater to the people. Right. You can't just cater to the people and be trash.
Right.
You know what I mean? I definitely know that from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? You know who the best wrestlers are when they can do all of that, like a Ric Flair. He was all of that. He talked trash. He would beat you up. He had a move. He would cater to the people. He had the women. He was fly.
Yeah, he was
like
fly.
all that's important.
Fly. He got the Rolexes.
All that's important, bro.
He's still living the life.
I was about to say, like, y'all, he's still fly. Like,
And that's an example. But yeah, who else?
I'm gonna go from the independent circle. So I got like 5 people because shout them out. Christopher Andino. Is definitely
that's our boy.
That's our homie. People don't. He's the Chocolate City champion out there in DC.
Okay.
He's also the SWA Mid Atlantic champion.
Yes,
for now.
Oh yeah, for now.
Give me time.
All right, all right. You tell him that when we ride in the car. You tell him that when we get in the car this weekend. O'Shea Edwards, the Big Bad Kaiju. Alex Kane, they're on MLW, and I'm gonna give him the shout out, and this will be the only time I give him a public shout out. But Jay Bougie is another one that people got to watch out for.
Jay Boozy, a rival.
Yeah.
Rival, huh?
Yeah.
Rival.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, this sounds serious stuff right here.
That's like I said.
It's getting real.
I mean, the only public.
I was about to say, you see how real it is.
He got real.
That's all he gets. I can go on. I can go on about him.
Yeah.
Got one more.
What?
Trish Adore.
Oh yeah, Trish Adore. That's the world champion. That is one of the best women wrestler on the planet.
Really?
She's the Pan-African world champion. Okay. She's the first one, and she's held it for what now? She's held it since 2020, right before
I think it's over 1,000. It's over 1,000.
She doing Roman Reigns numbers. Huh?
Yeah, I think she's doing actually better than
Roman Reigns. Yeah, Roman Reigns ain't hit 1,000 yet.
No, because she was.
No, Roman's like very close. I think Roman's at like 985 or something.
Something like that.
Acknowledge her.
Acknowledge her.
Trish Adore.
We acknowledge you, Trish Adore. We acknowledge you. Man, So again, piggybacking off of what Moody said. So what's next? Is it Maryland Championship Wrestling? Like, what are y'all looking for?
It definitely MCW is definitely on the radar.
Yeah.
Because I think they're the big one in the state. Also, I think it's getting on AEW Dark.
Boom.
Like just getting in front of Tony.
Yeah.
Really is probably the next goal for us.
Yeah.
Because when they come in and they use these local talent for these these dark matches in their show, Tony watches it, or at least if not Tony, somebody is watching it.
It's eyes on you. It's eyes on you.
So, sorry to cut you off. When you say Tony, is that
Tony Khan?
Tony Khan, that's
he's the owner of AEW.
Okay.
He's the
owner.
owner.
Best McMahon of another wrestler.
Gotcha. Thank you for clearing that up.
So I think that's really the next goal for us is just to get so he knows that all right,
them docs.
These dudes, all right,
we see them.
We're looking for opportunities.
Yeah.
That's our biggest thing. We're looking for opportunities to prove ourselves because once you put us in front of that crowd, I promise they're either going to love us or they're going to absolutely hate us. But either way, they are going to acknowledge.
You're going to get a reaction.
Absolutely. A reaction.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I definitely think that because that's a far as Tony Khan having them AEW darks and all that like that stuff and what people don't. So dark matches are matches that are like before the show or after the show, like, you know what I'm saying? And they call it dark. So it's a live event. Say it's a live event, right? And the live event goes off. The camera goes off. Somebody comes out and have a dark match. And actually, to be honest with you, champions have dark matches. I was just at SmackDown and Charlotte Flair fought, I can't remember who she wrestled, but she came out for a dark match. And Cody Rhodes wrestled, I think, Finn Balor in a dark match. So dark matches aren't bad neither. Like, you know what I mean? It's people watching the show, man. I can't wait till you guys do it, man.
Oh, yeah,
all right, because y'all doing it right now. Y'all got all this gold and stuff, and I see y'all going up, man.
Big belts.
Definitely.
So
big vibes.
I'm looking at it like like I said, like semi-pro or I mean, just think about it. I'm thinking college basketball. You got, high school, then you got, college, then you got maybe semi-pro cross seas, and then, you got professional, actual wrestling. So at y'all position y'all at right now, would y'all say, because just break it down for somebody who's not aware of the actual steps to get to the World Wrestling Federation, just to say per se.
No, I get you.
Well, WWE and AEW would probably be your NBA.
Right.
Where we're at right now, we're probably like the semi-pro. So
gotcha.
Like the Euro League.
Gotcha. And that's a good position where you guys at.
Yeah,
and it's like, do y'all know someone that were in y'all league that was able to make it to that where they at right now? Do you know anybody? Not say y'all maybe came across, or do y'all just know someone that y'all might have seen? Like, man, they was wrestling so and so on another match that we were just round at. Like,
definitely in those AEW dark shows that they do.
Okay.
Like we've seen a lot of people who we've actually wrestled.
Yep.
Gotcha.
What Saturday?
Yeah, that was an example. Josh
Fuller.
He was on AEW Dark, and we actually wrestled.
Yeah.
We beat him for these up next titles.
Look at that, man.
Nice.
Look how close that is. That's close, man.
Big.
They right there.
Yo, y'all are there. They there.
They
in them spots. Man, congrats to what y'all doing, bro.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Y'all keep the passion going. Y'all stay strong in what y'all doing and feeling. And, there's nothing like doing something that you enjoy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And putting in effort and get recognition from it. Like, even in my scale, what I'm doing, like I do media and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm at the point where I like what I'm doing. It's making me some dollars, of course, but it's also a lot of work towards it. I'm trying to build a whole media mogul. I call myself a media mogul. You know what I'm saying? I'm a young mogul. Exactly. So my mind is already there. So I know when I do get in a meeting with a Revolt or Rock Nation, whoever, I'm be able to be like, all right, this is what I do, man. You know what I'm saying? What you think, blah, blah, blah. And I see that's how y'all moving. So congrats to what y'all doing, because I see that in y'all. For sure, bro. Yeah, man. So where can they find y'all at?
Oh, so you can find us on. So we're everywhere. Like you can find us on YouTube. That's where we drop our matches. At Pure Ignorance Pro. That's like the little ad thing they got on YouTube at Pure Ignorance Pro. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok sometimes. What else? If it's social media, man, I got it. I got it at Chaz _the Don.
For me, it's X _ Prince Mackaveli _ X on everything. You can. No, it's not.
No.
I'll say he know better.
What's your Twitter name?
Oh, P Mackaveli on Twitter. See,
For Twitter,
This
Twitter for me, Mystic_Jace101. You can catch me on Facebook. You can also catch me on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Yeah.
Definitely, man. And these guys, man, on to something special, man. Man, we gotta give a shout out to Pure Ignorance, man. Thank you. That's all I got, baby.
Man, again, thank you guys, you know what I mean, for coming through. You know what I mean? Like, again, what y'all doing is unprecedented. I haven't never seen real live belts in front of my face like this.
Yeah, I know, man.
Yo, bro, these are heavy belts. These are not regular everyday belts. And to see how much they weigh.
Real quick.
These joints weigh.
So you used to think like when somebody got hit with a belt,
a couple dollars.
when somebody get hit with a belt, they be like, oh man, they got hit with the belt. No, this thing, boy, this thing at least like 30, 25 pounds, man. This thing
real
heavy,
metal.
man.
This joint heavy, man.
You get hit with this, I see why they be winning, man. When you get knocked out with the belt, man.
That's
Bro,
big,
I dropped that belt on my toe. That joint
He said he dropped the belt on his toe, man.
I dropped the belt. Yeah,
it's amazing quality here, so you can feel the quality in this belt, man.
Yeah,
so,
man.
Keep doing what y'all doing, brother.
Proud of y'all, man.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
I hope that y'all love this podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll go by the name of Big O. Got my guy Moody here.
You already know.
We
got Pure Ignorance in the building.
You already know.
What season it is.
Ducking season.
Let's get it.
365, 25, 8.
And this is the Transparency Podcast.